Dakota let out a sigh. She could feel the cold of the skin even with her gloves on. A dead young woman was not the way she wanted to spend her weekend. Yes, she'd opted to come out here and do surveillance, but that didn't mean she hadn't expected to be on her couch on Sunday with her thick socks on, binge-watching season 5 of her favorite show, with caramel popcorn. She pulled her gun, stood up and turned in one move, then stepped toward the man. Gun on the ground, hands on your head. His eyes flared. I didn't do this. Now that the flashlight wasn't in her face, her eyes had adjusted. The guy was a pretty cute murderer, but still a murderer. Or at least involved in this somehow. She wasn't going to quibble about his level of involvement. Hands on your head, she repeated. But she cut him off. Now! The dog barked, body braced in a forward lean that pointed her toward Dakota, like she was about to lunge. You keep that animal back, and do as I said. His hands were raised, one still holding the gun, but she didn't like this inaction. Who was he? He bent his knees and lowered the gun to the grass. Okay, fine. When he stood, he said, But I didn't do this. In fact, he motioned to the dog, then the body. If that's who I think it is, we're here looking for her. You knew this body would be here? Not the way you think. He sighed, palms out. She didn't believe this man would be subdued, though. Not until he was in cuffs, which she hadn't brought with her. He said, Look, it's complicated, okay? Then explain it. But not right now. Dakota shifted and had to pull off her gloves so she could use her free hand to slide out her phone and dial Victoria's number.